1940 to 1959 was a very chaotic era. There were many devastating events, including the creation of Auschwitz, bombing of Pearl Harbor, Korean War, and the Vietnam War. Due to the chaos, multiple countries including the United States, Canada, and several Western European nations came together and created NATO. And we will talk about the three main reasons why NATO was created, which are security, social and economic gain, and keeping the peace.
In 1949, the United States, Canada, and many Western European nations formed the North Atlantic Treaty Organization to guarantee collective protection against the Soviet Union. NATO was the United States' first peacetime military alliance outside of the Western Hemisphere. NATO's mission is to ensure its members' independence and security through political and military methods. NATO's fostered democratic values by allowing members to consult and collaborate on defense and security matters in order to solve problems, create confidence, and, in the long term, avoid confrontation.
The signing of the North Atlantic Treaty occurred in 1949. This treaty included the US, Canada, Belgium, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, and the United Kingdom. The idea was to create a band of alliances between Northern America and Western European countries to protect themselves from common enemies such as the Soviet Union. This treaty was beneficial for the Allies for many reasons, including better relations between Allied countries and increased trade. President Truman helped to establish a mutual defense program for Allies, which brought $1.4 billion to help build military power within these Western European countries. This defense agreement only applied to attacks within the homeland of the signer and not any of their colonial establishments. This alliance helped to build important relationships between countries that helped to provide our next major answer: security.
The primary purpose of NATO was to ensure the safety of European states from the Soviet Union by militarily countering its expansionism and halting the spread of communism in Europe. In 1948, a successful coup in Czechoslovakia that was aided by the Soviet Union established complete communist control, alarming Western nations. Also in 1948, Italy held an election for its first parliament, and although American and British interference prevented the communists from gaining complete power in the nation, the communists still won the second most seats out of any party, causing further concern among officials in Western Europe and the United States. In mid-1948, the USSR blockaded Berlin from Western supplies, resulting in a crisis and near conflict. In the wake of these events, the United States pressed for a protective alliance in Europe that would allow America to retain the influence that it gained after World War II and prevent more European nations from potentially falling to communism, whether by revolution or by a greatly feared Soviet invasion.
The North Atlantic Treaty Alliance was incredibly important for Western Europe and the US, as it provided security against attacks from foreign nations. It gave the Allies economic and military support, built relations and trade between other countries, and helped to keep the peace within Western Europe. NATO was founded with the goals of preventing any wars as disastrous as World War II from ever happening again. Thank you for watching our documentary.